Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are and that things are returning to some kind of normal in your life. And I'm really excited to share this video with you today because I am going to be doing some traveling in a couple of weeks and I'm really looking forward to it. I've got it planned. I'm going to be obviously very careful. I'm able to travel to the UK and do some quarantining when I get there, but I think it's going to be all right. So I've got my plans in place, and of course makeup is a big part of my planning. I love applying makeup. It's just become part of my life. And so when I was packing and thinking about, yes, I am packing already. When I was thinking about what to take with me in terms of makeup, I've got two categories that I want to share with you. Now, the first one I'll do perhaps in a separate video because that is the bag that I'm taking with just about everything I'll need for the 3 weeks I'm away. And that's the full size products of my favorites. And it's not too big. I'm sort of adding to it as I go day to day, realizing what is the one item, in every category that I want to take with me. But what I really wanted to share today with you was what you can put in your backpack, in your carry-on bag that's very, very lightweight, that, you say you've got maybe 1 day or 2 days where you don't want to unpack and you just want to quickly put things on your face. Maybe you're at the airport, you've been delayed, or you just are on the plane or on a bus or train and you're thinking, I just need to put some makeup on, but I don't want to open a big bag and start sorting through. I've got some ideas here for you, ways that you can approach that sort of carry-on travel makeup. Now, I've got 4 different ideas here that I want to share with you. And the first one is the one that I'm going to use, which is this. This is my makeup kit for a 1-2 day, if I was to lose my makeup or if I needed it just touch up on the way. And I'm going to show you what's in here because it's kind of maybe something that you do when you travel too. And it's very, very small amounts of the key things I need. And I'll show you, this is just my way, so please don't feel like you have to do this as well. But I'm going to take everything out of here, if I can do it without dropping it too much. And I'm sorry I can't show you the table because my camera setup is, I'm using my phone, so it's tricky. But anyway, what have I got in here? Things that drop. I've got small little jars of things that are important to me, and I'm going to go through them one at a time, sort of random order. The first one is some foundation. It's just a tiny amount for a couple of days. It's actually my Guerlain. I love this foundation. It's hydrating. It's easy to put on. Don't need a brush. You can apply it with your fingers. So that's that. I've got a little teeny bit of, if you can see inside there, it's e.l.f. It's the Putty Blusher. It's the blush I've got on today, actually. It's a pinky cream blush. Love that. I've got in here a tiny amount, can you see it, of Mario Eye Set and Prep. It's what I put on my eyes to kind of, get that red coloring tone down and a base for eyeshadow. It's just a very small amount. I'll show you. Oops, dropped something, but I think it's okay. So just a small amount. Can you see? And there's 2 colors. Light and medium, and I just scoop them out, and that probably would last a week. It's very, very easy to apply. I've also got eyeshadow. I decided to choose like a 1 eyeshadow look. This is a Catrice product. It's a very beautiful taupey color, and I'll just put it on my, can you see that? Maybe it's a little bit too light to see in the light. But it's a very simple, neutral color that can be put on all over the eyelids. And so that's my eyeshadow. It's a Catrice drugstore product. The next thing is eyebrow mascara. This is the e.l.f. I think it's called, what's it called? Something like Brow Easy or something. It's the e.l.f. product. Where's my magnifying glass? I need to take a look at this and see what it's actually called. It is called. It's in the color taupe. Anyway, it's browsing. It's a really nice one. You'll find it on the e.l.f. Products. It comes this size. This isn't a travel size. This is what it is. And it's got a beautiful little mascara wand. I love it. I use it all the time. That's in my kit. I've got a mascara. I have got a travel size mascara. This one actually is one I got as a sample. It's Anastasia. And I don't even use any of her products, but I got it as a sample. I think it was from Sephora, but it's got a huge brush, relatively, which I love. And yeah, I'm going to use that from a mascara. And again, it's not, you don't have to have full size. It's just literally for on the go. I've also got Oh yes, I've got another color here. Well, this is my, it's actually Stila, and it's a cream eye lips cheek product, and it's a kind of peachy color. And again, I just scooped a little bit out. So I've got those 4 little cases, the brow, and oh, and a lip liner. All that fit into that little bag, along with 3 things I've got samples of, and these just slot in. This is a glowing lotion that you could put on either under foundation. It's by, what is it? It's a sample that I got from Clarins. And that's one thing I've got in there. I've got one little container or sample of one of my favorite foundations, which is Estee Lauder. It's the Hydra Futurist, and it's in Desert Beige, which is not my color. And then the third thing I've got is, I know, it's La Mer. I got a sample of the La Mer moisturizer. And I thought what a treat that would be if I was, stuck in an airport or stuck on a train and just wanted to put some nice moisturizer on my face. Those are all the things that fit into that tiny little bag. Seriously, that's it. And that can fit into my handbag. It could fit into my backpack, my carry-on backpack. That is probably for me the easiest way to do this. Yes, it involves a little bit of organizing, putting all your stuff together, thinking through what are the basics. And I probably will. Oh yeah, of course. The only thing that's missing here is a mirror, and I'm putting everything back in to show you. I think I would just have a mirror in my bag with me, or I would figure that probably I'd be close to a mirror somewhere that I could go into a bathroom or whatever and apply these products. And so that is it. And I think I've managed to fit it all back in again with my samples. That's it. So that's the first thing, and the first easiest way maybe to carry your makeup if you're traveling light. And to be honest with you, I could probably get by with this for 3 or 4 days if I lost all my makeup and just wanted to touch up. So that's the first idea. The second one is that there's a couple of companies that do travel packs or travel stacks. Now the first, I've done actually videos on this one, which is the simple, what's it called? Subtle Beauty, excuse me, SUBTL, Subtle. This is it. This is the set. It's a little bit bigger than my bag, but you get, in here you get, well, let's see, what do you get? You get foundation, you get lip product that can be used for lips and cheek. It's really nice actually, that one. It's a very pretty color. I'll show you. It's quite textured, but you can see it's a nice neutral color. You can wear it on your cheeks, eyes, or lips. And I've actually got 2 colors of lipstick in this stack. There's also a highlighter. There is a bronzer. Actually, that isn't the bronzer. That's the concealer foundation. And then there's also a bronzer, which I can undo it here. If you don't use these frequently, they get kind of sticky, and you have to kind of work them to get them open. And that one does, oh, there it is, blush. This is oh, I see, there's 2 colors. There's the foundation, and then there's the eye product. And I think the bronzer is somewhere here. But anyway, you get the idea. There's about 4 or 5 different products that you can use, from foundation, eyes, blush, bronzer, and of course you have to pop in your bag a mascara and an eyebrow product. But this is really a great, travel. I'm trying to find the bronzer, and there's a highlighter too. Also, you can use some of these for your own little colors if you want to pop them in there. So that's another one with Subtle Beauty. Check out their website. They've got some really lovely products, and imagine that's all you need to take. They cost about, I think, about $10 to $15 each. So that's a $60 stack. And here's an empty one that I can use for something else. That's just, how I do it. But that's a Subtle Beauty option. The other company that does something kind of close is a company called Kaja. And I've just discovered Kaja. I got them on Sephora during the sale. And they've got, same idea, stackable kits. And I'll show you the 3 different kits that I purchased. And these would actually, if you can imagine, there they are. Face, blush, and lips. And I'll show you them just so you can get an idea. They're not screw off, they're kind of click open. So this one is the face kit. It's got a blush at one level. The next level is a cream bronzer, which is kind of unusual here, cream bronzer. And then there's this one here, which is a highlighter. So you've got blush, highlighter, and bronzer, all in a stack. It's really, really cool. I think it's a great idea, and it's super lightweight and easy to carry. Then there's an eye palette or eye stack, And this one's a little bit easier to show you because it's smaller, but this one, wait a minute here, this one has got on the top, really pretty sort of basic lid color. It's very neutral. And then on the next level is a darker eyeshadow. I really like this one actually. I wear it all the time, just without traveling. I'll show you. It reminds me of my Toasted by Urban Decay. It's a really lovely color. And then on the bottom is a darker color for your lids or for your, you know, just corners. And also you can use it in different ways. I think this is probably the neatest set of the three, and or of the three Kaja products. The lips I found were really cool design. On the top is there's different colors, by the way, in these selections, but the Kaja lip was this is a pink color, nice color lipstick. It's really pretty. I do use this and love it. The only challenge with this is that the other color was a dark plum, and I don't wear dark plum lipstick at all, ever. So what I did is I took the container and I put my own in there. This is my bright Flormar pink perfection, which I love, and that's I just kind of took it out and put mine in, and it's perfect. And I just love this lipstick. It's great. So that's the Kaja option, similar to Subtle Beauty, but it's got that kind of stackable approach. Also, there's Trini London. Now, Trini London is what I'm taking with me in my bigger suitcase, because that is a stack of cream products for eyes, blush, or cheeks, bronzer, highlight, and it's bigger. Each stack is about that size. So the stack turns out to be quite big, and that's in my my proper packing bag. So that's the Kaja option, Subtle Beauty option. There's another option to consider. One is there's a company that I love here in Europe called Art Deco. Art Deco, very beautiful palette. It's designed. It's in Germany. It's designed in Germany. I think it's one of the best-selling makeup lines in Germany. But it's really pretty. You can buy the little pieces that I'm covering the mirror there, so you don't see that. You can buy your own colors, and you can just put them in this stack. So let me see if I can do it the other way, so I'm holding it properly. It has a blush. These are all eyeshadows. And the thing that's cool about these is that this can be used, of course, on the eyes as well. So it's an eye and blush. It doesn't have any other powders for the face. But to be honest with you, what's cool about this is just you can buy these little single units and pop them in. So I've got my two mattes, and then I've got a bunch of sparkles. I've got a beautiful purple one at the end here. So this is kind of one that you can use for really the whole trip. It's not like a travel kit specifically, but it's a great way to get what you want in one little palette and to customize it. And there's other options for this too, I know. This is just an idea though, to customize a palette and just use that for your whole travel kit. And then finally, oh, by the way, I just wanted to mention the foundation that I'm using today, which you would put together with these little kits if you wanted to not use the one in the Subtle palette, and I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I just love this foundation. It's so glowy for me. It's probably a little glowy because I'm using artificial light today. It's very dark outside, but I like it. It's perfect. It's got 50, I think, SPF or 45. I'm going to check. I know it's a mimic. It mimics IT Cosmetics, which is 50 SPF. This has got 30. But it goes on very similarly to the IT Cosmetics product. It's got that same glowy texture, doesn't catch in your fine lines and wrinkles, because we love those wrinkles, right? Women over 60, we're dealing with all kinds of wonderful changes to our face. And so when we're putting together any kind of makeup kit, thinking about foundation, if you have to choose one, it would be this or the Estee Lauder Hydra Luminous foundation. And I'll leave links to all this stuff below so that you can check them out. But that's for sure another option. Oh yes, there's my mirror. I did actually put that in there to go with any of these kits if you need a bigger mirror. Finally, there's a fourth option, which is face palettes. Now, face palettes, of course, come in all shapes and sizes, and I've talked to you before about my By Terry palette, which I adore. This is really meant to be, it's called a CC Cream brightening kit. This one's called the Beach Balm. There's two different shade combinations, but this is highlighter and this is blush and bronzer. But you can use bronzer on your eyes. You can use this for your eyeshadows. Both of these can be toned down with the highlighter. So a palette like this, along with your foundation and mascara, really, that's it. You could do that for travel too. And not just in your, your carry-on bag, but this could be your full makeup kit. You don't need to take a lot more. And you can use, well, you can use mascara for eyebrows, but I would take eyebrows along too. So eyebrows, mascara, foundation, and this. You really don't need more than that. Oh, lipstick. And that's something you always have in your purse anyway, right? So, and by the way, the lipstick I'm wearing today is this one by Flower Beauty. It's called Tiger Lily. I just adore this lipstick. And this, of course, will go in my bag. Can you see how beautiful that is? I can show you the color. It's not terribly heavy. It's not dark, but it's just a gorgeous color. And you can pop it on your cheeks too. So Tiger Lily. So that's one palette option that you might want to consider. I have actually done some other videos on palettes, my top 5 favorite palettes. And so the same concept for travel applies to them too. Another palette I wanted to share, which is the by Terry is about $50. It's quite expensive, but a more affordable option is the Pixie palette. This is a series. It's called, there's 2 shade combinations. It's called the Quartet, the Nuance Quartet. This is Honey Nectar, and there's another one that's Blossom, but it's a pinky shade. This is gorgeous. I love this. So this are the 4 colors, same concept, 2 blushes, 1 matte, 1 shimmer, highlighter, bronzer. But again, this is really super for eye touch because you can use this one. You've got the highlighter for eyes. So this is really a blush and contouring palette, but you've got this for your eyes too. So that's another one is the Pixie option. And then again, all you need is some foundation, mascara, and brow product, and you're set. Lipstick, and you're set. So that's the more affordable option. And then I've got to show you this one because I was going to do a separate video on this particular palette, but I'm of 2 minds about it. And I'm really, it's really hard for me because I want to love it. And I've watched so many videos in the last few weeks of people showing and demoing this palette by Charlotte Tilbury. And I just can't get my heart into it. I don't know why. I've worn it several times. The coloring to me just doesn't seem to work, but it might work for you. And it comes in 2 shade families. So there's this one, which is the lighter one, and it's called the Instant Look of Love in a palette. It's beautiful packaging. Charlotte Tilbury, the actual product is fantastic in terms of quality and pliability. It's just great, but it's the colors. But this one's called 5-minute Face On Color Express in 5 minutes, it says, and this is the Pretty Blushed Beauty, which is the lighter one, and then there's a darker version of this too. So I'm going to show it to you. I can open it. That's always a challenge. It's a gorgeous, piece of work, and the reason that I love it is that it has got everything you need. I mean, you literally could probably even get by without a foundation because there's a powder here. But foundation, you'd need mascara, of course, lipstick and brows, but this is an incredible palette for an all-over look. So you've got, let's start here. You've got 3 eyeshadows, classic Charlotte Tilbury. You've got a kind of a matte, a semi kind of satiny glow, and then a highlight color. This color is very pretty. I mean, it's very, very beautiful. And it goes on nicely. They're not bad colors. This is the bronzer, which I actually like. It's the same color bronzer that is in the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood bronzer, and highlight, which I have and I love. So I've got this bronzer, and it's lovely. This is one that I definitely would wear. The highlight is here, and it's very nice. It's the same one I think that's in that palette, or maybe a little teeny bit different, but you get the idea. It's beautiful. I mean, it's a nice product. And the blush. Now the blush, I'm just going to wipe my finger there because I want to show you this blush. It's, to me, super, super light. I've used this more. I'm going to just put it on these 2 fingers so that you can see the whole thing. Can you see that? It's actually a peachy color. I'm not wearing it today because I just find it very, very light and not glowy enough. It's not colored and, how to describe it, vibrant. I like putting on something. I've actually got on my cheeks today one of those little ones I showed you in the tester, which is it's the e.l.f. Isbali is a shade. It's putty cheek product. It's very, very good. Cheek blush. It's cream, beautiful, and it's got color in it. It sort of brings a vibrancy to my cheeks. This to me is very, very pale. Now, the other thing that makes this palette, though, very, very powerful and attractive to people is it has in it Charlotte Tilbury's world famous finishing powder and setting powder, and it is gorgeous. So you in this palette, unlike the two that I showed you previously, you've got everything: face powder, bronzer, cheeks, highlighter, eyes, everything except, as I said, for foundation and eyebrow product and lips. But this is gorgeous, and it's $75. And I got it because I had loved the previous one, the Stoned Rose palette, which I should have shown you them side by side, because compared to this one, it's so much more vibrant and it does not have the powder, but I use it more. So is anyone using this? Has anyone bought it? I'd love to know what you think about it, if you've bought this one or the slightly darker one. The only reason I didn't buy the darker one was that the bronzer was super dark, but all the other colors were more to my liking. They were more vibrant and solid. There was more color to them. But it's gorgeous, and it's $75. And if you've got the money and you would like to try this new palette by Charlotte Tilbury, it's a perfect travel palette. So I think I've given you some ideas here. I've got the makeup in a little kit with a mirror and lipstick. But having said that, you could have used that Stilla, which I showed you as lips. So that's the first option. The second option is Subtle Beauty, which is a stackable travel product. The third is Art Deco, or something like this, where you can actually choose your own colors in a palette. And then the fourth idea is our palettes, face palettes. And I've showed you Charlotte Tilbury, the Pixie, and by Terry. All lovely palettes and at different price ranges. And again, with a carry-on foundation and brow and mascara, lips, you've got it. That's all you need for travel. So I'm excited about traveling. Maybe you are planning some trips as well and are thinking about makeup. I hope this is giving you some ideas. If you've got some ways that you travel with makeup, kind of ways that you choose your favorites and how you carry them, how you package them and keep them with you. Do you do two? Like, do you do a small one like this plus a big bag in your check luggage, or what's your plan for traveling with makeup? Thank you so much for being here, for listening, and for enjoying this. If you do like these videos, by the way, please at least like it for me, because then YouTube has this magical algorithm that it will share this video with other people. But also, if you want to subscribe, I do 4 videos every week, so you can check and see. Not on just makeup, I do everything from travel to relationships to wellness and health and well-being and financial security, lifestyle, hobbies, just about every topic for women over 60. But I do love doing makeup tutorials, and I hope that you have enjoyed this one. So have a fabulous day wherever you are, and please leave your feedback on your favorite makeup products for traveling. It will be happening soon. Okay, everybody, take good care. Bye-bye for now.